You know, when you look at a piece of fabric, what do you see? Just a pattern or something more? What if I told you that every single thread could tell a story, a really, really old one? Well, that's exactly what we're going to do today. We're going to unravel the story of something called Mi Khan Kanori. It's this incredible woven treasure from Thailand, and trust me, it's way more than just silk. It's a masterpiece of art, history, and just mind-blowing skill. All right, so to really get this story, we've got to go right to the heart of Thailand. This is where it all begins. With a pattern so unique, so special, that it actually caught the eye of the queen. The name itself, Mihan Honari, kind of gives you a hint. See, it's not just one single design. It's actually a fusion, a blend of two totally different traditional patterns. You've got the ancient Mihan and the super elegant Honari. It's like they brought together the best of both worlds, a perfect marriage of history and art. And this is where it gets really interesting. This pattern was personally championed by Queen Sirikit. We're talking about a royal initiative here. So this wasn't just about, keeping an old craft alive. No way. This was about elevating it, making this specific silk a proud symbol, an emblem really, for the entire province of Chaiyaphum. And when we say history, we mean deep history. The weaving traditions in this area, they go all the way back to the reign of Rama II. They were literally brought over by the guy who founded the city. So you fast forward a couple hundred years to today, and you have that same royal initiative making sure this cultural treasure doesn't just disappear. It's pretty amazing. Okay, so we've got the history, the royal connection, but now let's get into the how, the technique, because this is the part that will absolutely blow your mind. This isn't just weaving. It's a kind of magic that happens way before a single thread even touches the loom. So you gotta be asking, right? How is that even possible? How do you create these stunningly intricate patterns before you even start weaving? The pattern just seems to appear out of nowhere. Well, the secret has a name, and it's called mudme.
So here's the deal with mudme. You're not printing the pattern onto the finished cloth. Not at all. The design is dyed directly into the threads themselves. Think about that for a second. It's literally like painting with thread. And the full picture, the complete pattern, only shows up once you start weaving it all together on the loom.
It's a pretty intense four-step process. First, they take all the silk threads and stretch them out super tight on a frame. Step 2, the artist carefully marks out the design right onto those threads. Now, step 3 is the crucial part. They tie off little sections using things like straw or banana fiber. This acts as a resist, so when they go to step 4 and dye the whole bundle, those tied-off parts are protected. They don't take the color. And they can do this over and over with different colors to create these unbelievably complex designs. But, this whole technique, it's so much more than just a list of steps. It's a kind of wisdom, right? Knowledge that isn't written down in some textbook, but is passed down and lives in the hands of the weavers themselves.
Yeah, this is no new invention. This is local wisdom, something that's been built up and refined for centuries, passed down from mother to daughter, from one generation to the next. Every single weaver is like a living link in this incredible chain that goes all the way back to when their city was founded. And for this to work, you need a perfect partnership. It's a two-part equation. On one hand, you've got the artisan, and their job requires just immense skill, a level of patience that's almost hard to imagine. We're talking weeks, even months for one piece, and just total dedication. And on the other hand, you have the material itself, genuine, 100% silk. That natural shine, that luster, that's the secret ingredient that makes the colors pop and look so incredibly vibrant.
So what happens when you put all that together? You take the deep history, this mind-bending technique, the generations of wisdom, and the perfect material. What do you end up with? Well, you get a true masterpiece. Simple as that. So let's break down what really sets Mexican Canary apart. What are the hallmarks? First, it's always made from 100% genuine silk. No exceptions. The beauty and the detail are just exquisite. And because it takes so much skill and dedication, there's no way you can mass produce this stuff quickly. It has this unique luster, these vibrant colors, and you can just feel that it embodies the weaver's own wisdom and creativity. It's got soul.
When you really think about it, this goes way beyond just making a beautiful piece of fabric. This is about protecting a legacy. It's about preserving the very identity of an entire province, of its people.
Let's put it this way. Every single piece of Mekong Kanari silk is like a tangible piece of history.
It's not just in a museum, it's something you can actually hold in your hands. It's a living piece of culture, and it's just an incredible testament to human ingenuity.
And that is why keeping this craft alive is so, so important. It's not just about business or making money, it's really an act of cultural survival. It's about making sure this vital piece of local heritage, this incredible woven story, doesn't end with us, but keeps getting told for generations and generations to come.
So, I want to leave you with this one question to think about. We live in a world of fast fashion, right? Everything's made to be cheap and disposable. In a world like that, what is the true value of something made with so much time, so much skill, and so much history? What's the real worth of just a single handcrafted thread?